Hello everyone, so in this video we will be talking about the Skyzone O4L and why this is a good option if you are looking for a low profile FPV goggles. This is considered as a low profile because it is way smaller compared with some of the box goggles that we have. If you will compare this with the Cobra X, the Cobra X is double the size of this goggles, but with this one, it's as small as an eyeglasses, just a little thicker. So, let's look at what you will receive when you buy one from Skyzone. Okay, let's put it aside. Here is the box. Of course, I already opened it. This is the Skyzone O4L. This is the Skyzone O4L box. When you buy one, this is inside. Of course, you will also receive this very handy bag, and it will fit your goggles. Put some extra accessories here and you're good to go. You just need to bring this with you on your bag. Now we will look at the things that is inside this box when you get your Skyzone O4L. You can scan this QR code, but I haven't done so because I don't need it. Okay, this is the box that contained that this goggles. Okay, got some reading materials. You got this foam and extra faceplate. This is the narrow one. The default one is the wider faceplate. Okay, you also have this extra one if you have a narrow face, and this foam. Usually I use that thicker foam. It's much nicer on your head. Of course, you have these antennas. These are not good antennas. Sometimes, most of the times, you don't use this kinds of antenna on your quad. You really need to buy an aftermarket antenna. You got this thing here. Then you got some 3.5 millimeter jack, TV jack here. You also got some XT62 barrel jack. And of course, you got some USB Type-C, so you can plug this to your quad, and you can use an external, probably a power bank when you want to fly using this goggles. Okay, let's discuss the goggles in detail on this part of the video. In the front part, you don't have anything except this two module bay here. Your Skyzone module is here. In order to remove it, you just need to make this thing move, and you got your receiver here. You have a micro USB port here if you need to update your steady view receiver. This is the version 3.3. okay, so you got two antennas here. Okay, Skyzone O4L version 2. Okay, yeah, all right. So on the left side, you also have a bay that you can place another steady view, or if you want a rapid fire here, you can do so as well. So as you can see, if you place two modules here, you get a quad antenna setup. So if you are you really want to increase your range, you can do 4, and this is a quad diversity if I'm not mistaken. So both of this bay will work simultaneously, and whichever has the best signal will be shown on your goggles. Okay, let's move on. On the top part, you got this antenna, your fan enclosure. So most of the time, if you got a VRX, you place it here, you clip it here, and you can use a VRX such as the HD0 or the Voxnet. So this is what it is used for. Also, Of course, you got a fan there that removes the fogging. It's a defogging fan. Lowers down the temperature of your goggles inside. You got two buttons here. If I'm not mistaken, one of which will navigate the menu, and one will be for yes or no. I just forgot which one of this, but most of the time it's the left part for the enter or back, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully I do. On the left side here, you got some roller clickable buttons, and same with the other side. It's used for navigation within the menu. Okay, so on the bottom part, you got some DC in for the barrel. You got an HT out, head tracker. You have a USB-C port, so if you want to run this from your power bank, you can do so. You have some adjustment here for your screen, so you can adjust it here and here. Of course, on the other side, you have an HDMI in. This is a mini HDMI. You have your micro SD card here, an AV in, and an earphone port. Okay, so on the that is everything on the outside of this goggles. Now, when we look at the front, you will see that this is actually a diopter. Okay, the difference between this one and a box type goggles is that what you see are two screens actually that is combined while you view these goggles. So if you would ask me, I really preferred the box type goggles over the low profile goggles such as the Skyzone O4L, because when you use a box type goggles, it makes you feel that you are inside of your quad or your RC car or even your helis. So it feels that you're so immersed with your flying. But there's a consequence for that immersion. You are more prone to not take a risk on your flight because you feel that you are inside of the quad. But when you are using a low profile goggles such as the Skyzone O4L, it's like a third person view, because what you see here when you look inside of this goggles is a very very tiny screen, and you will see it very very clearly, and it's as if you are at the back of a theater. Meanwhile, when you are using a box type goggles, it's like you are in front of the cinema. So with this one, if you are flying, for example, you're doing a lot of freestyle, you feel that you're not inside of the cockpit, so you will do a lot of those risky movement without double thinking about is it safe to do so when you are using this low profile goggles. So there are some times that if you really want to do a lot of tricks, this is a good option for your flights. Now, why is this more desirable than going for a Skyzone O4X? The Skyzone O4X is a bit pricey, and even the Fat Shark, I forgot, is it the Dominator? They are a bit pricey. The O4X would cost you probably another 1/3 of the price of this one. So with the Cobra X, this is a double the price. So that is how and when you buy the O4X, it's like 3 times of the Cobra X. So you know how much you would actually save up by getting this O4L. The only difference that this one had over the O4X is the screen. Because there is really a screen inside of the goggles that can be seen through these two diopters here. Okay, so with the O4L, you are using the LCOS or Lycos, which is manufactured by Sharp, and it was produced, I think, way back to improve on LCD. So it's a better technology compared with LCD. Now, most of the goggles in the market are in LCD, especially the low-end ones, because of course to save a lot of money. Now, if you will go the higher end, you will be using OLED screen, which is used for the O4X. OLED screens are really good. There's no doubt how good it is, how deep is the black, or how colorful and vibrant those pictures when outputted by the O4X or even the OLED. And that is the reason why the O4X is a bit expensive, because of course OLED is a newer technology. With LCOS, it is not as bad as OLED. Some would argue that the OLED screen is way better, but if you're on a tight budget, the O4X or the OLED screen and the LCOS screen is the same, especially if you're on a budget. And everything here inside, even the module, is the same with the O4X. And you will save a lot of money by going to the O4L. If you would ask me, if you will give me an O4X and an O4L, with this, if I have the money to buy an O4X, I will just go and buy the O4L. Why? I'll just save that money and buy a different quad, or probably a different accessory, or even a different radio controller. So I would put that money on a better item than go all out with the O4X. But if you if you don't worry about budget, you have a lot of money, go for the O4X. It is really good for analog. I'm talking just to those people who have a very limited budget but want a good quality FPV goggles. Alright, so this is the Skyzone O4X. While making this video, I'll just put some samples of the video, because of the DVR here is similar with the Cobra X, and you know how an analog DVR looks like. So I'll just probably put some videos here and there so that you can see it while watching this video. So this is the Skyzone O4L. Hopefully you like this video, and this did help you to decide if you will go for this one or go directly with an O4X. Okay, so we will end the video here. Hope to see you on the next one. Happy flying. See you on the next one.